Can you tell me a little bit about the neighborhood in Venezuela, or the community? What is the community like?
Well, that's different because I grew up from the city, from the capital. He grew up in the island in Margarita, so it's different because he's from the Caribbean. I'm Caribbean too, but I'm not from the city.
You're from the city more.
Yeah, I'm from the city.
That's more the country.
And he too, yeah. It's like,
and I'm from an island, a tourist island. It's like Bad Bunny.
So more beaches, more of the. So I'm from the concrete.
You're from the concrete.
Yeah, concrete. So
right.
That's different, but.
So I mean, what would you say is like the difference between? Because I know here, like a lot of times from the city, we say that the people from the country are a little bit slower. You know what I'm saying? That's what we say. They're a little bit slower. They or they're more, and they're really not slower. They're not slower. It's just that
it's just speak different.
Yeah,
we just move differently. You know what I'm saying?
Move different. Yeah, right. It is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, it was good. When I got my knowledge, it was from LPU,
which is the city.
Yeah, in the city.
Mm-hmm. No, LPU is
LPU is the movement.
There's two movements. There's Sur 7 and LPU. Yeah. LPU and Sur 7 is most of the same thing, but LPU is younger. It's younger
LPU born from Sur 7, South 7. We got knowledge from them, from there. I don't know, bro. It's different because I don't know what they know.
You don't know what the people
I don't know what Sur 7 the elders know, but I know I'm learning from them. For me, they rifle, they got the war. I'm learn a lot from them. In the city is what we're talking about. You cannot go talking a lot about what we are because not everybody understand that.
So
it's like you cannot give yours to the pigs.
Pearls to the pigs.
Yeah.
Pearls to the pigs.
Not only
pearls to the pigs. You're saying?
Like, yeah, it's like he's trying to be like metaphorically speaking. It's like how could you give out the knowledge when these people don't even know about themselves or their surroundings or what's going on, even in the city. So it was even worse where he lives because it's just an island. So they just care, day to day. I have my food and that's it. Same in the city. In the city is the same thing, but it's more survival. It's pretty much like New York,
Right. So the city's like more survival, kind of like
yeah.
And like the country is more kind of family oriented or more.
The thing is that where I come from, the island is a place. It's basically like Puerto Rico. It's a tourist place. You know what I mean? So what you got there is people dancing Bad Bunny all day and people getting drunk.
Like a tourist city.
What I did,
island.
like a tourist island. So what I did is she picked from the slums, people that were fishermen and people that were working. You know what I mean? People that are really from there, original from there, not people that emigrated or were just being there. You know what I mean? It's people that were, because I've been in Margarita. I started the hip hop movement in Margarita. I'm from the second group in Margarita Island. So I've been rapping more than that. I got the knowledge. I've been rapping since '98. So I know people since '98. So all the people that I knew, that I see that, it looks like he might be interested. Okay, let me throw him something. Let me throw him a piece of beef. Let me throw him, a little something there, a little jewel, and then they'll come across and they'll be like, okay, what you told me worked, man. Yeah, okay. And then they come back. And that's how we worked, and that's why there's so many people, because it wasn't only me. There was another god who's younger, that's in Bogota, who's K9, who helped him.
From K9 is another group.
No, K9 is a G. K9.
What's that?
King, Knowledge Born.
Knowledge Born. Oh, his name's Knowledge Born.
And K9.
K9. Okay.
So he's younger, way younger than me. I knew him since he was like 14 years old through hip hop.
He's who made LPU.
He made LPU.
He's who made me, gave me the knowledge. The first knowledge is who gave me.
Okay.
And then he introduced it to me. Introduced him to me.
But
Because
that's what I'm saying. The Iceland is too many. It's a little groups. So everybody who lists them is like, oh, you're saying something different, so I'm gonna pay attention. But in the city,
Oh, no.
bro, there are a lot of people who like, oh, this is the trend, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this.
So there are more followers in the city.
Yeah. So you couldn't told a lot the knowledge because not much people are gonna pay attention. Like people are gonna be like,
people were surprised.
fuck it, this is trend. This is the new shit. So okay, I'm gonna repeat it because everybody is saying that.
Right. Well, you know that's interesting. You say that, you know, and you being here for 4 or 5 years now, you know, so now you kind of have a responsibility because you're here and you're amongst the culture. So your responsibility to come here and learn about the culture and share with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a specific knowledge. You know, I'm not sure what's going on out there, but you know, a lot of times when it gets further away from here, it's a little bit more watered down, a little bit more strange, a little bit weirded out. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, because if you have something relative with the school, with the Mecca, anybody can ask you like, okay, you good? You're good? Okay. What is the mathematics of today? So you like, okay, today is this name, this number. So today means for me this and this and this. In Venezuela, it's different because almost nobody
knows about that.
No, and even in Latin America. Because
So-
it happens to me. Like I was in Mexico and I was in the slum rapping, and there was this kid talking about 5% this, 5% that on his lyrics. He's fat kid. And you can tell he eats pork. and I'm like, hey yo, who's this kid? And me and my homie, me and my bro, we were like, bro, you're talking about, you say 5% in your song, bro. You say 5 in Spanish. So why are you doing that? So why are you doing that?
Right.
And he's like, bro, I heard it, you know, and I'm like, bro, if you want this, you need to study, man. You cannot be rapping about this. We're doing this. Like we're doing it in Mexico,
life.
and people hate us for this. People hate us because we're like, hey, yo, you ain't this. You can be famous if you like, but you ain't this. Nobody knows you. You ain't working with us. You ain't working with the school. You ain't working with nobody. So why you talking about this? Why you saying 5% this? Why you saying that? That's mathematics, or then it happens a lot because famous people only want the how you say, the little polvito en la cara, the maquillaje, the makeup, and they want to be like, oh, yeah. And it's not about that. That's why I started building up with Infinite Mind, so we could be more like Infinite. Came to the cipher 2 years ago. He did an exam to us, to me and to the Mexican cipher.
You say get an exam?
We got the Teotihuacan. We got it. He did an exam to all of us.
Okay.
And I passed it with my youngster that I told you.
Okay. An exam as far as like what? Like
Well, supreme mathematics, alphabet, 110, like 110 and that.
on right. Up to what you know.
Yeah, show him what I need. And I also came with my brother, with my little brother, and we were almost the best. All the other kids were eating pork already. So they were talking shit, but they were eating pork. And at the end, I respect this, and I respect it with my life. I know people die for this, you know what I mean? So, and I understand that, and I see people doing it all the time, you know? And it comes in my career, bro. Sometimes I gotta say, bro, let me see the other way, because people are famous talking shit about something that they don't even know in Spanish, you know what I mean? And
What is that?
well, that's our responsibility.
Exactly.
To
Right.
clean the name in Spanish, you know what I mean?
That-
And that's why I'm here also, because I'm just letting you know what it is. I mean, there's people in Colombia putting supreme mathematics in flyers.
But that's the language barrier, I would say, and also the glamorization of the movement in hip hop videos. So that's what happens.
If Mega did this.